And hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Getting to Know Folks Around the Community. So today we are very honored to have Edward Henry Lago. He is the president and also senior loan officer of our community mortgage. You may or may not have heard of this company yet, but that's why we're here to learn about the company as well as Edward. So first things first, maybe take 30 seconds, a minute, just share with our audience, who is Edward? Who are we looking at today?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. So people call me Edward. My nickname is Prince, and I pretty much get involved and help out in the community when I get the chance and I'm available. So I do a lot of volunteer every now and then, and with my work, I'm the president and founder of our community mortgage. We do residential commercial loans, and I'm also the current president for the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce of Arizona.
Okay, quite a bit of a background there, and we're very excited to have you here. So since you kind of are part of the Filipino community and you're serving as the president of the American Chamber of Commerce of Arizona, you probably know a lot about the community. Tell us maybe one or two interesting facts that you know that most people wouldn't know about the community.
I have found out in the newspaper that we're the number one in population in the Asian community. It's about 65,000 in population here in Arizona.
Oh wow, that's a surprise.
It is, because I've only seen gatherings, probably in big gatherings we have, we're probably only going to reach on our Philippine Independence Day about 500 to 1,000.
Yeah.
So I didn't expect that we would be having this much population here.
Okay, and where do they typically reside?
So I think the Filipinos are all scattered in different cities. A lot of those that were here from a long time ago are here in Phoenix. Mm-hmm. But as time goes by, there are a lot of new communities built in the west side, mm-hmm. and even on the east side. So a lot of them are now going to Mesa, Chandler, Gilbert, to Maricopa and Santan Valley. Mm-hmm. So we're all over. We're spread throughout Arizona.
Okay. Very good. So, kính thưa quý vị, ngày hôm nay thì chúng ta rất hân hạnh có mặt của anh Edward. Anh cũng là một cái người có vai vế trong cộng đồng của người Philippines, kính thưa quý vị. Hiện nay ông là chủ tịch của phòng thương mại người Mỹ gốc Philippines của Arizona. Và ngoài ra ông có một cái công ty riêng chuyên cho vay tiền để mà quý vị cho cơ sở thương mại hoặc cho cá nhân. Thì cái tên của công ty là Our Community Mortgage. Một cái tên có thể là hơi xa lạ với chúng ta, nhưng mà hôm nay chúng ta sẽ tìm hiểu thêm tí xíu. So you do like basketball. I have to ask you, do you follow the Suns?
Every now and then.
Every now and then. You're breaking my heart. We weren't doing so well.
I know. I think we were doing a lot better probably from, I think 2 years ago, we played the championship.
We sure did. And then this year just kind of fizzled out again. But they're building an amazing team from what I saw. I follow basketball recently very religiously. So I do love Booker.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So did you used to play basketball when you were younger?
Yeah, I've been a basketball varsity player since elementary, even till college. And now I just play for fun, some leagues here within Chandler.
Competitive or just for fun?
It's we do have like an Asian league. Mm-hmm. In Chandler, and then there's also a league in Gilbert, which is open to everyone. So it's for fun. At the same time, it's a competition.
Okay, wonderful. And you have the height. And we're just very tall in person, in case you haven't picked it up. And then you actually went to school for accounting, and then based on what you're doing right now, you're kind of, managing monies and working with monies and numbers are your thing. Is it truly a passion, or is it just a job for you?
No, I've actually been very good with numbers.
Okay.
I graduated high school best in math, best in English, and I've been doing very good with those subjects. So I think I excel in that field. And so when I was looking into my degree for college, I was thinking of what would be my skills, strengths, and it so happened I think I would be good with it to do accounting, and then that way I could do any job.
Right,
in
right.
any industry.
And then so you did. Thì anh Edward có bằng học về kế toán từ nhỏ thì cũng rất là giỏi về môn toán quý vị. Và từ đó thì như quý vị cũng có thể thấy là cái ngành nghề hiện tại của anh cũng liên quan đến những cái con số. And then you worked for Wells Fargo Bank for a little bit. I assume you learned a lot and you picked up a lot, and which kind of paved the way or gave you ideas for developing your current company, which is our community mortgage.
No, absolutely. I've been with Wells Fargo Bank for almost 10 years, and I started as a sales specialist there, and I was coaching the sales specialist in the Pinnacle Peak location. And then I moved to the branches, be a personal banker, became a business banker, and handled the business banking for the bank, and I resigned with the company and did the business banking relationship manager job. So it was a good experience, training and learning for me.
For 10 years, absolutely, you wrapped in a lot of experience there. And then at one point you decided that you're going to go ahead and found your company, which is Our Community Mortgage. This is serving the community with integrity. Explain to us what that means.
So we want to make sure there's a lot of options for your mortgage needs, whether you're doing residential, commercial lending, but we want to make sure that we're really serving the community. We're doing what's right for everyone. So we want to make sure that we're giving all the possible options as far as someone who's trying to buy their first home or investing, and making sure that we are very competitive with our pricing. And at the same time, we're making sure that we're taking good care of our team members.
Okay, very good. And then now you do residential and commercial loans. So like best case or easiest case is anybody needing to buy a home, they need some money, they're going to come to you. So that's the traditional services.
Yes.
And aside from residential and commercial, do you guys do any other financial services or loans?
It's going to be more on residential commercial lending, although I would be licensed to do other business banking. But if needed for some of my clients, that's still one of the things that I've been doing with Wells Fargo. So we still do SBA lending, and then we are able to broker different business banking loans options for business owners as well.
Okay, so now you're definitely, this is your own mortgage company. Some people are going to look at this and they say, I'm not so familiar with this, as opposed to some other bigger names and more known names. What response would you give them?
Yes, we're a really new company. We've founded Our Community Mortgage last December. And yes, it's not going to be known to a lot of people, because most of the traditional people who would like to buy their homes or invest in properties usually goes to banks. And as we all know, banks are limited as to what they can offer. So normally you'd have to meet the conventional lending, where you need to meet a certain FICO score and then certain income criteria. And there are also other direct lenders, for example, where they're almost like the banks, but they only offer what products they offer, and potentially broker some of the things that they don't directly do. And with Our Community Mortgage, we have almost all options that you can think of, from traditional, conventional FHA government loans, USDA VA, to no income documentation, to bank statement loans, and even for investors, DSCR options. And the banks and big lenders are not able to have options for those. And we want to make sure that we're offering everything, and we're very competitive with pricing. So if you compare our pricing with Our Community Mortgage, it would be a lot better, better options with rate compared to the banks and most lenders.
Oh, wow. Okay, thì mình cũng có đặt ra một cái câu hỏi là cái công ty Our Community Mortgage của anh Edward thì nó cũng là một cái công ty là anh thành lập, thành ra có thể không có quen với những cái tên như là quý vị đã từng quen biết là cái gì nhà băng thì họ cũng có cho mượn tiền. Thì mình bị câu hỏi là trong cái trường hợp này, nếu mà đi với công ty của anh sẽ có những cái điểm lợi nào? Thì anh nói là công ty thì nó có nhiều cái option hơn để cho quý vị lựa chọn, tại vì nhiều khi và cũng có nhiều cái điều kiện mà quý vị sẽ không có cần phải gọi là mình có đúng, ví dụ như là điểm phái cô vân vân. Ví dụ quý vị không có đủ điểm thì công ty của anh vẫn có thể giúp cho quý vị, và ngoài ra thì giá cả nó cũng sẽ thấp hơn rất là nhiều. Thì đây cũng là một cái công ty để mà quý vị tham khảo khi mà có nhu cầu. So I was just encouraging our audience just to explore, review the various options, and then see if this could be a fit for them. So,
thank you.
And how's business going? What are some of the challenges? I know that you just opened your business here.
So I think business is doing great. We've been doing great. We started December. We've been consistent, helping out different clients, different, not just catered to any certain group, but it's for everyone. But of course, I do a lot of help for our Asian community, and so we make sure that we're providing good value and helping them out in different options, even as far as helping them with down payment assistance programs where you could get your home without any down payments. And so as far as challenges, I mean, we're a new company. I just settled in with my new office. I'm hiring more people. We're interviewing admin assistants and also hiring loan officers and commercial relationship managers. So it's challenging to be able to start because I have to deal with making sure I'm meeting compliance, talking to compliance companies or an attorney and even my accountant. So it's a challenge starting everything from the beginning to really expanding. So now we're also getting licenses in different states too. So those are the challenges that is something that we could manage, but of course it takes some time.
Okay. Well, we wish you the best of luck as always.
Yeah,
now,
thank you.
Since I'm not in your area of expertise here, companies that are started up by individuals like you in this industry here, is there a lot or is there a few? Are you one of the exceptions or?
There may be, I'm not so familiar as far as the number, but there might be different independent mortgage broker companies. So there are some big companies that are based here in Arizona. There's two of them, and I'm going to be smaller since I'm newer, but I don't know if I want to be as big as them. I want to just make sure that we're making sure that we can take care of everything. Sometimes there would be an advantage of a smaller company where you can make sure that we're taking good care of the team members and all our clients. So if we get to be bigger later on, we hope that we would be able to maintain, of course, the great customer service and making sure that we're doing what's right for our team members.
Oh, got it. Okay, very good message. Khi mà đây câu hỏi thì hiện nay thì có những cái khó khăn nào, thì ngoài cái công việc khó khăn là mình là một cái công ty mới thành lập thì dĩ nhiên nó có rất là nhiều cái điều để mà lo lắng để cho cái công ty đó luôn luôn là nó hợp pháp, cũng như là cái việc mà mướn thêm những cái nhân viên đủ điều kiện để mà giúp đỡ cho quý vị. So are you, if you're hiring loan officers, anybody who wants to interview for your company, they're able to do that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We normally need like licensed loan officers for the state of Arizona and California. Although there might be some who are wanting to be able to see what their passion is and you need guidance. We can guide. It may take some time and some more efforts, but we can guide and train individuals who's looking into having into this career path.
Okay, we're gonna run your phone number here and maybe you can pick up one or two loan officers. How about that?
Yeah.
So very good, and like I said, best of luck with your business here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Heads down to those who have the entrepreneur spirit, which you do, and it sounds like you're in there for the right reasons. So hopefully good things will come to good people. I did want to spend a few minutes here learning more about your role as president of the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce of Arizona. Let me just translate that quickly again for our team members. Với cái vai trò là chủ tịch của phòng thương mại người Mỹ gốc Philippines của Arizona, mình sẽ tìm hiểu là anh Edward có những cái nhiệm vụ gì. So what are your roles and responsibilities? Tell us.
So With the chamber, what the chamber does is we make sure that we're contributing to the local economy, of course, making
Okay.
sure that we're helping business owners, professionals be successful in what they do. So, because it's a Philippine American chamber, we make sure that we're just not taking care of the local economy here. If there's some potential partnerships on having trade from the Philippine government to the US or government to the Philippine and vice versa, we do our best to be able to help out in any way we can. And as president, we just make sure that we're aligned with our mission and goals. And it's anything that we could do to programs, seminars, or even mixers, networking events that
Yeah.
would help business owners and professionals. We go over and see what we could do to be able to help everyone.
And since you've been president, or even before that, were there a key initiative or program that you saw between the Philippines and the US that you're proud or you're interested in sharing with our viewers?
So, the Philippine government is always active as far as tourism in the Philippines and also bringing businesses over there. There are a lot of potentials for Filipino Americans that are here who are potentially retiring over there and would like to do different things as far as exploring business. So that would be an opportunity that they're promoting tourists that are going to the Philippines. And the other way around too, where Filipinos bring Filipino business here in the U.S. So that is importing. And so that would be different products and stuff. We potentially have different things that we could offer here as well, as far as the products that we do have. And so there are some wholesaler, retailers, businesses from the Filipino community that they're bringing it up. That way it can be introduced here. So same thing as even one of my friend and members of the chamber, where they also export in different countries and what products that they also have here. So a lot of different initiatives that they have ongoing, and actually we're holding the September 30 and October 1, where the Philippine consulate is going to be here and we're hosting it. And so we're also in the works of planning on having like a town hall meeting style, so that way there's different information for anyone that would be interested within the Filipino environment. So we're holding different options and business expo as well.
Okay.
So it would be good to check it out. We haven't finalized the locations yet, but it will be around that date, September 30 and October 1.
Okay, so that's coming up September, end of September into October. That'll be very interesting to check out. And what are some interesting exports from the Philippines?
So, I think you mean from the Philippines coming here, right? So I think I think we're very known for mangoes, but there's not a lot of mangoes that are being sold here in Arizona.
Yeah.
But I think the Manila mangoes are advertised here. But some of them are coming from Mexico. But a lot of them are those. And we also have ube and different products. We also have liquor that are being imported here. And now there's a lot of different, it's probably not a franchise, but I don't know if you've heard of Jollibee, for example.
Oh, I love Jollibee.
You've tried it? Okay. So they just expanded here in Chandler.
Yes, that's the location I go to. Great chicken, fried chicken for sure. So
Nice.
they're
You tried
expanding,
it.
like you said?
They've always been in the cities where there's a lot of Filipinos, like California, Vegas, but at least they did start one here in Phoenix from 2-3 years ago before the pandemic. So it's pretty good. At least there's more options for different cities as well.
Yeah, no, I actually prefer that over Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's really good.
It is.
Thì chúng tôi vừa mới nói chuyện đùa tí xíu, đó là cái nhà hàng thức ăn nhanh Jollibee. Nếu mà quý vị ở dưới Chandler thì quý vị có thể đã đến chỗ này bán gà chiên cực kỳ ngon, mà đây mọi người nghĩ là chắc phải ngon hơn Kentucky Fried Chicken nữa đó quý vị. Thì đó là một trong những cái chuỗi nhà hàng của người Philippines. Ngoài ra anh Edward cũng chia sẻ là xoài mango cũng là được xuất khẩu ở bên Philippines cũng khá nhiều. Now what about going back there? What do we export from
So,
there?
for over there, I think not necessarily Arizona, but a lot of the products, as far as clothing, shoes, almost everything we do import in the Philippines. So it helps out in the U.S. economy in general because all the different branded, whether it's clothing or apparel or shoes or anything that could be used by the Filipino people over there. It's a lot of they do a lot of importing, and as far as I think there might be some other electronics as well that they do. So there's different ones that they have over there. They have almost everything actually.
Nice, that's what we like. Now, in addition to that, there are other president or vice president positions that you hold. Quite a few, 4 more that I can see of. Of those here, we probably have heard of Phoenix Asian American Alliance Club, where you're the vice president. So tell us, our audience, a little bit more about this club.
Yeah, so the Phoenix Asian American Lions Club promotes to be able to help make sure that we're helping out in any way we can, whether it's helping out with hunger or those people in need who are poor. And we do a lot of medical, dental missions as well. So anything that anyone or any groups that are really in need, we find ways that we could do to be able to help them.
Okay, so it's more or less a volunteer group.
It's a charitable organization.
And I know it's been around. I've seen prominent, figures from the Asian community part of that group. So certainly, it is something that's to be proud of. Now, what about the other associations?
So I'm the immediate past president for Alpha Phi Omega. Alumni Association of Arizona. It's a fraternity sorority.
Yes.
It's an international group. I think when we were looking at the different past presidents from the United States, they were in that organization as well in college.
Yeah.
So Bill Clinton, George Bush Sr., and other presidents were part of this organization. It's we develop leadership, promote friendship, and provide services. So we do a lot of things that could help out in our community, for our organization, and even for the schools that we're in. So it's a good international organization that I'm very active as well.
Okay. And then do you take trips to out of the country and do volunteer events and so on as part of this?
Yeah, so we do. We also do a lot of different medical dental missions as well.
Okay.
And we do conventions once every 2 years here in the U.S. Because we're part of the Alumni Council of North America. That would include Canada and the U.S. So we take turns and quarterly meetings where we go to different states. And then we do have our convention that is going to be happening on the Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
So I'm going to be in Washington for that, and I'm going to be part of the Commission on Elections.
Okay.
I'm a commissioner to help out in the elections over there. So it would be fun. I've never been there. It would be good to meet like our different brothers and sisters all over North America.
Wow, that's probably going to be a very big event.
Yep.
I did want to ask you, all of what you're working towards outside of your business here, do you have aspirations to maybe become a politician or, at least venture further into that area?
A couple people have asked me about that, and I don't think I would be a good politician.
Okay.
I'm pretty honest, vocal, and I try to do my thing and help out with whatever small way I can. So I think with politicians, sometimes you may have to adjust your ways, your values, and I want to be able to make sure that I stick to my values and my faith in God, family, and if I could do the same help without being a politician, I think that would be good for me.
Okay, very good. Now, Edward, do you do anything for fun? Because, I mean, you spend a lot of time here for volunteer activities.
I know.
Yeah.
I forgot. For the Filipino American Support Team of Arizona,
Okay.
I'm also part of FAST of Asia. I'm the current vice president there. So it's also a charitable nonprofit organization.
Okay.
And we also help out the new Filipinos that are coming here, their way of living, and potentially guiding them with their jobs or whatever way we can guide them in. And I help support in whatever activities there are here. So as far as getting it back to the what I do when I available,
Yeah.
actually it's so hard to be available because
Yes.
these are all already my free time that I'm spending for
Right.
these organizations and for my community.
Mhm.
So I even help out every now and then whenever I get the time with the Asian Festival.
Oh,
Of course,
yes.
it's them who's leading that
Yes.
event, but I try to share whatever expertise or help that I could do. But I'm more passionate about sports and traveling, so even if I'm doing some work or supporting other chambers, because we're part of the Coalition of Filipino American Chambers in the whole U.S., so I go support in different states that have their chamber events. We were just recently in our convention in Houston, and then I go to California a lot. So even if, for example, I'm doing supporting or attending chamber events, I have the passion of traveling, so I try to make it fun and
Oh, yeah.
have fun. And I play basketball
Yeah,
to
that's
make
right.
it more fun here, exercise. So that would be my fun here in Arizona.
Yeah, that's a lot of activities already. Like I'm looking back at the list, I'm like, there's no time. This person does not sleep. So
Speaking of the Phoenix Suns, by the way, so you mentioned about the Phoenix Suns. I was cheering. I cheer for the Phoenix Suns because I'm here and I
Yes.
wanted them to win. The owner right now of the Phoenix Suns is Matt Ishbia.
yes,
He's also the owner, president, founder of United Wholesale Mortgage.
okay.
So we partner a lot with being able to take care of my loans. So they buy a lot of my loans for our community
Yes.
mortgage to be able to provide for all the consumers because they're a wholesale lender.
That's right.
So they go to us and we're giving it with almost like as wholesale pricing.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to do a lot of changes for the Phoenix Suns, which is
Oh, yeah.
exciting. Hopefully they do better. Matt Ishbia has always prided on being able to be the number one as far as mortgage.
Yeah.
So he's trying to also make sure that the Phoenix Suns be also number one. So hopefully we get that championship.
In this coming year, we better be. We're spending a lot of money and trading a lot of players, so
Yeah.
we're below. So he definitely has that spirit. So I watch basketball religiously lately,
Mhm.
and then there are glimpses of him that you can see in the audience.
Mhm.
I mean, he looks like a very determined person. So
Yeah,
hopefully
he
we're
is.
very.
You really like basketball because you know almost everything.
Like I said, I used to watch it in the day, and then I
Mhm.
stopped watching it, and then there's just, the previous years, like you said, in about 2 years ago, there was, in addition to just they were starting to become a really good team. There was, the camaraderie, and then there were like partnership, and you can feel the emotions of the team members. So that's what I think I liked about it the most. And I saw a lot of potential. I saw a lot of hope. I mean, hope didn't get us the championship. So hopefully a little bit of hope and a lot of changes this year will get us that. But
Yeah, hopefully.
quite interesting. Yeah. So you do work with the owner of
Yeah, we
Suns.
partner a lot. Even for our trainings, they provide a lot of support for us. So
Okay.
they provide support training for processors for the company and even for loan officers. So we when we have team members that are here, we send them to Pontiac, Michigan, which is their headquarters. So we got a lot of training over there, and you get to meet him too.
Oh wow! Okay, very interesting facts here. Have you ever met him?
Yeah.
Oh, you have. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, I'm planning to be able to have our grand launching for my office, and we emailed every now and then, And I was telling him if he's going to be available because he's a busy man.
Oh,
So
yes.
he's one of the top richest billionaires, top 500 probably.
Yeah.
So if he would be here, I would love to have him be a part of the ribbon cutting or something and be a good
That'd be
inspiration
amazing.
for us here.
Yeah, we'll be very inspired
Yeah.
for sure. So I know we're wrapping up the conversation here. It's been a pleasure, by the way.
Yeah.
You're extremely
Thank you for
calm
having
and
me.
collected. I'm like, wow. So with the busy schedule and a business to take care of amongst many other things, how do you keep yourself sane, composed?
I mean, I get a lot of guidance from my mom, and she wants to make sure that I still find time to pray, go to church, and of course the values of family. So I think with all that, with praying, with my faith, we make sure that I'm still doing what's right. So it's not all about business or doing just this. So it has to be balanced. So I find time for everything and get guidance from God.
That makes sense. Now, I still can get over the fact that the Filipino community has 65,000
I know.
people here, and the largest. I mean, I've always thought it'd be some other community.
I know.
So, what were the next two largest groups, if you remember?
I think it was either the Vietnamese or Chinese.
Okay.
That was next.
Okay. I mean, I knew the Vietnamese were somewhere in there, maybe.
Yep.
Top three would be my guess. But,
Yep.
again, amazing fact. I didn't know that. So 65,000, there's quite a lot of the community here. I've had the pleasure of meeting some other team members from the Filipinos community, the president, and some other key members also who participate in the Asian festivals as
Oh,
well. So
nice.
really, really fun, great community. I wish you the best of luck at work with the new company here,
Thank
Our
you so
Community
much.
Mortgage. Absolutely give them, a review, go on the website and or the numbers that we're gonna run here, do a little research and see if, the company is for you as you make decisions around commercials and residential loans. I know I would if I'm in the in business of buying a new house. But any last words you want to share with our audience people?
Yeah. So before the words, before we close, thank you so much for having me.
course.
And you're very good with switching from English to what was that, Vietnamese.
Yeah,
So
Vietnamese.
it's pretty good that you're able to really share good information to your community, and so. Very fluent with both languages, and so very good. Keep it up.
Thank you for that.
And as far as for anyone who is seeing this, I have been providing a lot of financial literacy even when I first started with a bank. And there's you don't pay any services to talk to me for any guidance. A lot of people even went to the bank when I was still there, even for anything for the community, and it wasn't part of my job. So a lot of people approach me. I'm very approachable and very down to earth. So if you guys have any questions, whether you're looking to invest, buy your home, or be able to just get to know me or learn about our community, just reach out to me. It's Edward Lago, and I think they would be able to share my information if you have any questions.
We absolutely would be. So with that, we wish everyone a great rest of the day and thanks for watching. See you next time.